Hey guys, it's Stephen here. I'm in the van with my dad. Dad, say hello.
Hi.
We've just been to see Man City beat Burnley 3-1. It was really good to see Kevin De Bruyne get an assist and Haaland back on the pitch and all that kind of stuff. This is a quick match reaction video. I had recorded a vlog for the game, which hopefully I'll try and get out tomorrow. I don't know when I can get time to edit it, but fingers crossed I will do. But I enjoyed that. A deserved win, a fun win, absolutely drenched. Honestly, Dad's got a cough from the cold out there as well. Honestly, the weather minging, like particularly Manchester bad, really was. But the game itself was an awful lot of fun in the end. We had a lovely experience. 𝙏𝙬𝙨𝙪𝙚𝙧, one of City's partners, invited us down at the Tunnel Club. It was a bit special. Hopefully you'll see that in the video. But the main thing special for me was watching KDB be KDB yet again, and seeing Alvarez be brilliant, and seeing Núñez have a really good game, and seeing Erling Haaland back on the pitch. Of course, the narrative of the game was to get the 3 points, and we've done that pretty comfortably in the end. You're right there, Dad.
Yeah.
He's got a bit of a cough. We got the 3 points comfortably in the end. The first half, of course, we pretty much killed the game off, if we're being honest. It was a moment of impressive physicality from Núñez. It was like that all game, by the way. Núñez, if he ever develops a consistent final ball or finishing ability, he's going to be some player. Because Núñez, the amount of times he's got the ball tonight and just turned past people. He's not Yaya. He isn't Yaya. But those little turn and runs and the burst of pace, they do remind you of him, but without all the subtlety and the technical brilliance that Yaya had. He's like Yaya's running and power, but just not quite as good technically on the ball. It could come. Hopefully it does. There's no one I'd rather have in world football than Guardiola to sort of polish this very raw diamond. But it was a good performance from Núñez and an awful lot of fun. And of course he got assists for Julian Alvarez, and it was down to sort of like his own desire as well to win the ball. Núñez, great pace. His first cross was blocked, and what I really liked about it, to be fair, in contradiction of everything I've just said, is he took his time. He picked out a really nice cross for Alvarez. You had a tap in from a couple of yards with a header, but of course you got to be there to score it, and he was. The second goal was just Kevin De Bruyne being Kevin De Bruyne. Who else does that? No one else does that, do they, Dad? No one else does that in the league.
Pass.
We watched the pass back a few times at half time, and it's the weight of the pass, and Alvarez doesn't even signal the run. The run happens at the exact same time De Bruyne, maybe he was like living vicariously for him. De Bruyne releases the pass. That has to be a Carlos Vicen's training ground set piece, because he was so smart. No one else plays that in the Premier League. A beautiful pass from Kevin De Bruyne. This is what Kevin De Bruyne does. Now third in the all-time Premier League assist records. I think behind Fabregas and Ryan Giggs, but Giggs played about 20 seasons, so you sort of allow Giggs to have that. De Bruyne, not even half that time.
No.
A special footballer, a truly special footballer, and man, he was enjoying himself out there tonight on the pitch. The third goal we missed. Right, honestly, I never thought I'd be one of those pro sandwich brigades where they sit there and they don't go out for the half time. In our defence, we didn't realise that the second half was about to start, and my dad was trying to put his tea in his takeaway cup. We legged it out, we were about to leg it out, and then Rodri scored very early on. Beautiful goal, by the way. Just the most Rodri goal in the world. Rodri, you don't really give Rodri that space from the edge of the area, do you?
Rodri finish.
Yeah, it was on it.
Rodri.
He reminded me of a certain goal back at the end of last season, Dad. Do you remember that goal when when we won the treble?
Oh yeah.
That one, yeah. You might be familiar with it.
Yeah, I vaguely remember.
Yeah, vaguely remember. A side footed from the edge of the area.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that.
Just beautiful stuff, and very Rodri. Voted with the assist. And after that, to be honest, I thought we were probably going to run away with the game. But it's also sort of nice that Vinny wasn't humiliated in front of the watching Etihad crowd, because there was a lot of love for him, rightfully so. He's had a tough season, Vinny, and he's not really got the best out of his side in the way that he wanted. But he's still obviously a great man, a great coach, and hopefully he'll turn it around. But we didn't destroy them in a way that I think I would have minded to see as a City fan. But there's also a silver lining. Vinny didn't get humiliated, He did score a goal at the end. I don't know who got skinned. I
think it was Gomez.
It was Gomez or Vardiel, and I guess you can argue in the comments yourself over that. I'll double check now. I can't even check on my phone because my dad's using it for sat nav. But I don't know who did it, and I'm very reluctant to slag off Vardiel or Gomez because of it, because I don't know who did it. But it was soft goal to concede, and you can switch off towards the end. But the only thing is, you don't want to. It's a bad precedent. Largely you got to keep your clean sheet. Have to. It was like a bit of a scrappy goal in the near post. Not ideal. I'm not worried about it, but not ideal. But overall, I think I think Liverpool won tonight. I think they did the win 2-0 comfortably or whatever last time I saw. We needed that win. we got the win and we deserved the win. We were the better side, and the thing for me that stood out is like everyone, you know, who played, I was happy that they were on the pitch. But then I looked at the bench and there was Oscar Bob there, who started last game. It was Jack Grealish came on. There was Kovacic, who's been brilliant recently, you know. Haaland came off the bench. Then we had Bernardo Silva, who didn't even get on the pitch. We had
Kyle Walker
didn't get on the pitch, yeah, and we had Ruben Diaz was there as well. It was good to see Rodri actually get off for once, you know. It was nice to see the strength and depth of the bench once again. It's good, it's reassuring, you know, and I think we're in a place now as City fans where we're staring down the end of the season and we're thinking, oh, we've been here before, we know what we're doing, you know. So do Liverpool, to be fair, they've been on these runs as well, and there is the fairy tale story that they'll be hoping to play out for Klopp. But this City side, I know, KDB is that factor. Haaland is that factor. Well, he maybe will be unless he finds his bloody feet again. Like, that scuff shot he did.
God bless him.
My dad was saying, if that's not on loop in the dressing room by the full-time whistle, you know? Like, he won't bless him.
Kyle Walker will have that on loop.
Yeah, Kyle Walker will. They could have other things that Kyle Walker will do, to be fair. You can turn it around either way. But it was a moment of eagerness, great physicality, and he fell over his own feet. Picks up Erling, but I'll forgive him because he's. By the way, we were like, because we did the Tunnel Club stuff. Erling, we watched him come in. He's such a lovely man, by the way. He's like, this is the energy he gives off to all the kids stood at the side.
Yeah,
I'm all of him. He's great. He's absolutely great. I love him. He's ours.
Giants.
Yeah, he's a gentle giant. Our gentle Erling. But overall, the performance was good. Pep was berating at the sidelines as he always does, wanting more. I'll go through the players individually. Rico, rare start for him, a decent little game. Edison had very little to do other than pick the ball at the back of the net. For Stones, it was good to see him get some game time to work back towards his best version of himself. Ake was good as always. I thought Josko in the first half in particular had a really nice game. Technically he's so good, isn't he, you know. Some people can be quite down on Vardiol every now and then because they want to see him at centre-back. I'm not worried about that. I keep saying, my view of Josko Vardiol, he's a 21-year-old that we signed that Pep has very big plans for, and he's putting him out wide and he's putting him in these positions that he's not fully familiar with. And for a reason, he's teaching him a wide array of tools that will only develop him. I got to know that one day he'll be centre-back, probably in a Stones type role, but for now Pep sees a value in him learning that role, and I think he also understands that playing at centre back in a new league when you're a young lad is difficult, so you'd rather just go for the less risky version of playing Ake there or Diaz there. People are used to it and it makes sense, but for now I've seen quality in Josko and I'm happy with what I'm seeing. Rodri as imperious as ever, a lovely goal. Nunez once again, as we're saying, like a diamond, a rough diamond, but he's got a certain kind of summit to his game that's very hard to find. The way he turns past people, it does cause havoc. If he can get that final ball going, yeah, he is good.
Good player.
If he can get it going, he's going to be something pretty special. KDB was KDB. Not even at his very best.
I don't think he got out of first gear, KDB,
nah,
to be honest.
Easy. It's Phil as well. Like Phil, it's such a shame to see Phil shunted over to the right when he's been playing so well centrally. Having said that, I think a lot of it was down to Rico Lewis playing right back because Rico plays inverted, whereas Kyle Walker goes quite far up the pitch, doesn't he? So he goes really wide, and if Phil had the luxury of Kyle Walker to the right, I think he would have been a lot more central. Still, Phil is still a wonderful guy, wonderful player. Got an assist, of course, for Rodri. Doku didn't have his very best game, but he was. What I will say about Doku is like I heard someone was slacking him off, sat behind us actually. Doku, like his final ball wasn't great tonight, but he's 21 years old. He's played about 15 games maybe. He had a bit of an injury. Like he's entitled to be up and down with his form a little bit, and you got to bear in mind as well, like he's still learning the Premier League and he's still learning the way. It's natural. He's a winger. Forwards go up and down in form, so don't worry about it. And what I also will say is. You know, it's really obvious that he's trying to improve areas of his game already. Like, I remember when he started and he didn't track back well enough. There was plenty of times tonight when he was tracking back, and that's the minimum you can ever ask for. So don't worry about Doku. Alvarez, I mean, what an instinctive finish here. The second goal. Yeah, he also has that.
Another story.
Yeah, another story. Like, 24 years old today, and the quality of those finishes, the second one in particular, first time. Well, Kev made sure he didn't have to break his stride, but it was lovely stuff. And then, of course, Grealish got on, Super Jack, Kovacic got on, Gomez, and someone else, and I've forgotten who it was. Who else came on? he doesn't really matter because ultimately I don't think any of him. Haaland, yeah. Oh yeah, he's all right. I remember him. But nothing really happened with any of those players. There's nothing much to write home about. But this was a routine victory for Man City, and they deserved it. They absolutely did deserve it. We were the better side tonight. Burnley, they huffed and puffed. They weren't brilliant.
Well, Burnley, but they just couldn't keep hold of the ball. They couldn't take the ball off us.
Yeah, they couldn't.
So.
And I enjoyed it though. I enjoyed it. It was good. Hopefully we'll be dry by the time we get home. Honestly, they have in the Sunnicle bit. They have warm seats. It's
my arse
amazing.
is dry.
Yeah, like you're literally. I felt like just kneeling on the seat to dry my legs as well. But they have like warm seats and you get hot chocolate to eat on. They have USB ports to charge your phone. Luxury. Something I'll never be able to afford again. Thank you, OKX. Afford again. No, I never did pay for the first time. Cheers, OKX. Anyway, let us know down in the comments what you made of that game of football. This City side is a machine, in my opinion, slowly going through the gears. We are finding our best form. Looking at that bench with a Kanji to return as well, we're starting to see options. We know the likes of Oscar Bob, Grealish, Haaland, Bernardo Silva. I look at that bench now and I go, I fancy him to come on, man, and make a difference. There's also, you look at the bench and there's a steely determination there in Kovacic, in Diaz. You know, you're looking at the bench and the Kanji will be that about there eventually. You see variety for what we can bring on and what we've got on the pitch, and to me that is really exciting. It's
a frightening bench.
It is a frightening bench. We are up against the story of Liverpool, and apparently I haven't seen it, but Liverpool had a stonewall penalty not given against them because the Klopp narrative has begun as always. Van Dijk, golden boy, don't give a penalty against him, you know. They probably deserved it because Chelsea are absolutely naff these days.
Nunez missed one anyway, didn't he?
Did he?
Didn't Nunez miss a penalty?
No idea, but they won comfortably, I think. Yeah. Either way, don't worry about him. We do our thing. I don't know, it could be something special, hopefully. Guys, thanks for watching this video. No live videos tonight because the time we get home with the traffic and stuff like that, I'll be too tired. But there will be a video tomorrow. Of course, I do 5 things learned tomorrow, and I'll try and get the vlog out. It might not be my most smoothly edited one, but I want to do it because it was special being back there. Come on, you Blues, in a bit. Bye-bye. Say bye, Dad.
Ciao.
Ciao. Ciao, Bella.
3-1.